A necessary addition to the UCC is the Individual Strengths and Skills Inventory, or ISSI. This tool identifies the specific student's strengths. You know and I know, without knowledge of the student's strengths, you don't have a complete picture of the student. Intervention programs which use the student's strengths to address skill deficits result in faster acquisition of new skills, resulting in student willingness to work with a teacher and feelings of success and competence in you, the teacher. The figure of an iceberg has been used to indicate that there's more to an issue than is visible at first glance. And you can see this iceberg, and it's really good at putting the current behavior above the water. This concept accurately represents what we know about the autism spectrum. We can easily see the students' behaviors. Those are above the water, but had to look below the surface to find out the reasons for those behaviors. Aspie and Grossman's ABC iceberg, or ABCI, combines into one form the summary statement of a specific behavior, the A, B, C's of that behavior, with the relevant underlying characteristics from the student's UCC. This allows the teacher to see the specific reasons why that problem behavior occurred. When it's obvious why the behavior occurred, the teaching team can more easily identify what they need to do to help the student say the same thing in a more appropriate way. The intervention Ziggurat worksheet can be used in two ways. Here's what it looks like. You can't see very well, but you can see the little ziggurats on the side. The specific behavior intervention Ziggurat worksheet is used to create a mini program to address one specific behavior issue. There's some similarity to a behavior intervention plan, or a BIP, except that the specific behavior intervention Ziggurat is much more thorough and leads a teacher directly toward what, how, when, and why to intervene for the best results. The Global Intervention Ziggurat worksheet is used to develop a comprehensive program for the long term. When used in this way, the Intervention Ziggurat worksheet lays out the steps necessary for student success in transitioning to the next school building or transitioning from school to work. This is a practical tool that literally sets out steps for moving the student through the stages of his life toward eventual independence. That's what we want. The necessity for such planning will be discussed later on in this seminar. Parts of the Comprehensive Autism Planning System, or CAPS, which is a separate book, have been incorporated into the Ziggurat model, and those forms are in it to ensure that all support team members work together using similar strategies. The CAPS is the comprehensive daily schedule for the student that embeds the supports the student needs to be successful in particular environments. Cool. The forms provided are tailored to each environment in which a student is taught and provide each teacher with specific how-to information for each support. This is a terrific way to communicate to general education teachers and paraprofessionals what they need to do when the student is outside the special education room. You know, a common complaint of general education staff is that a student is included in their classrooms, but they aren't told what to do for him. This CAPS form solves that problem.